Hello and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. My apologies for the lack of posting in the past few days.
We've been waiting forever.
I think it's probably going to be like a monthly, bi-monthly thing within the first week of every month where I just take it a little easier and only post like 1 to 2 videos a week instead of 3 to 4. I will try to do my best to kind of batch record for those moments so that I have content to push out while I also take a small break. But you know, I'm willing to bet that that's not the reason you're actually here. Somebody recently sent me a BODi opportunity call. Shout out to the individual who sent this my way. Thank you so much. I appreciate that as always. If you have something that you want to send my way that you want me to react to, my email is in the description below. If you want to upload it to Google Drive and then share it with me, that is the best way to get me anything to react to in my videos. But the one that was sent to me, like I said, it's an opportunity call from BODi, formerly known as Beachbody. And if you're not familiar with an opportunity call, this is something that a lot of MLM leaders or just MLM people in general, they'll host this and invite people who aren't already in the MLM to come and see kind of what it's all about and sell them on the hype, in my opinion, of course. So that's the type of call that we're reacting to today. But first, I gotta play this disclaimer. I'll see you on the other side.
I've been giving you the rest. Now you wanna stay the night.
All right, and as you know, if you're not new here, there's one more piece of housekeeping, but if you are not new here, the chapters are also listed in the description so you can skip ahead to where the reaction begins.
Best to skip ahead.
Otherwise, listen up, folks. I do not blur the individuals who I am reacting to in my videos. This is a personal choice. These individuals are positioned as public figures. This does not mean that I am inciting hate toward anybody in my videos. I am not encouraging anybody to go and seek these individuals out and send them hateful comments or mean messages. Please don't do that. My content is meant to be educational and most of all, entertaining. So let's do our part and keep it that way. And with that, we're gonna get the fuck into it.
Welcome. All right, so welcome. I have been looking forward to this probably since we got back from leadership when we were in Arizona. And I cannot wait to share all of the goodness with you.
All right, we're going to pause right there. Leadership retreat happened recently. I think it was the beginning of October, and it was right after, if you missed it, they announced the consultant-wide pay cuts. They cut everybody's commission by about 5% and changed a bunch of things. I did make a whole video on this that I will link in the description, but I wanted to make note of that before we moved on because I feel like that's a really big deal. They are cutting pay to their consultants and then still trying to pull people in. And I think that's unfortunate that people are still falling for it because they are not thinking to do all of the research that we should be doing when we're falling into something like this, an MLM, to see that this is something that's happening. They are struggling from what I can see, in my opinion, and also by the stock market graphs that show BODi is just not doing well from the looks of it. And so what's the first thing they're going to do? Cut the pay to their consultants and partners and coaches and whatever else they're calling them.
We have been waiting for this, and the team has been prepping for this. So we have a lot to cover today. So let's go ahead and go. I want to officially welcome you to the Team Self-Made live info call. And I really appreciate you being here and investing your time. And I don't take that lightly. And I know so many of us are crazy, busy working women, and it's a random Tuesday afternoon. So I want to celebrate the fact that you are wanting to invest in you and your future self. Well, thank you for it. So we did have many women register for this call. So I am recording it for that reason. And this also tells me that there is a felt need for network marketing. There has been a definite shift in the network marketing industry. I'm sure you've noticed in the past couple of years, if you know, there's definitely since 2020, I'd say, and you're here today because why not earn some extra money for you, for your family, because you might be feeling the impact of this recession. And I want you to know you're not alone and you are in the right place.
What the actual
is this place?
You could be feeling frustrated with inflation. Maybe you're thinking that you might need a second job or a third job, or maybe you want a plan B because you aren't happy in your current job. If you're feeling stressed, if you're feeling overwhelmed, you want to do this, but feel like you don't have, whatever it is, the social media experience, the time, or whatever it is that's like trying to tell you, like, that's just chattering to you. I get it.
The reasonable thoughts that are going through your head, ignore them. The chatter. No, those are reasonable thoughts because this is not guaranteed pay, but it's guaranteed that you have to pay to get into it.
I understand because I have been in your shoes and I know how to help you from experience based on how I grew my business and not just the lessons I have learned and sharing the tools I already have, but also teaching you the tried and true strategies that have helped a lot of my partners on this team. So today I'm going to show you how you can have a solid plan to make even more money your first month. I just came home from a leadership retreat for BODi, and we learned that our compensation plan is changing to add additional ways to earn income in this business.
They're adding additional ways. There's like 1 or 2 new bonuses that they're adding, but they're still cutting the pay from everything else. To see these BODi partners go about their business saying that this is a good thing shows that the brainwashing and the gaslighting, it's all very strong within this MLM, because anytime that somebody comes to me and says, hey, you're getting a pay cut, sorry, not sorry, I am not going to take lightly to that and be like, this is a great thing. No, fucking no. Just no.
And I'm here for it. If you follow me, you know my passion is helping women build a business beyond their 9 to 5 or help them to just supplement that income that may be missing. So this is what we're going to go over today. So before we kick off, remember to ask questions at the end. This is the time to listen and learn to see if this could be a right opportunity for you. There are a lot of options for building online businesses. So I really want to share why this one is a little different, or really why partnering with our team makes us different. So today, you're going to learn why is partnering with BODi a smart decision? How much will you make when you partner with BODi? How much does it cost to sign up? And how can I grow a business if I don't have social media following? And then I'm also going to touch on time. Okay, so before we get into all that, I saw this and I had to share it. Okay, so these are facts. These are some facts about our industry. I think this is really important. We're in the season of unprecedented growth, unprecedented times. It really did start with the pandemic, but the social selling market share, direct sales market shares is on the rise. So if you can see those numbers. Last year, the annual worldwide revenue was $200 billion with a B. I'm always so fascinated when people are like, oh, this is not a real business. Well, $200 billion begs to differ, right?
I think she's confused.
Okay, let me clarify something here. What people are saying, typically when they're saying this is not a real business, is that you, as a BODi partner, or whenever you're in an MLM as any kind of consultant, you are not a business owner. That joining an MLM doesn't make you a business owner. There are like certain consultants that maybe have their own business, like they have a legitimate business that they run aside from the MLM. But joining an MLM does not mean you are a business owner. And something else to point out is that $200 billion that is brought in by the direct selling industry, that is not all, and I'm willing to bet hardly much of it is money that is going to the consultants or the leaders even. That is money that is going to the CEO and the corporate side of these businesses that those people are actually in charge of, and not the partners or consultants. Those people are not in charge of the business. So yes, it is a business, but it's not your business if you're a partner or a consultant. And this number is skewed skewed to tell somebody when they are thinking about potentially joining an MLM company. That is not the amount of money that is paid out to consultants. That is the amount of revenue that the company as a whole has brought in. And again, that means the CEO, the C-suite, the people that work in the corporate office, the actual customer service that's getting paid an hourly wage. That's where that money is going. A majority of it, I'm willing to bet. I mean, let's be real.
So in the United States, it was $47 billion alone. And all of these stats are from the Direct Selling Association. So here's another stat for you. 77% of the American population are interested in flexible entrepreneurial income earning opportunities, and 77% of the United States makes up about like 250 million people. So when people say the market is saturated, there are 250 million people out there that are looking for something like what we do as BODi partners.
What's the concept? Not the same.
Probably not. I would probably be considered in that 77% because I am interested in flexible entrepreneurial income earning opportunities, but I damn sure am not interested in an MLM. So again, that number is also skewed, because a lot of people who are looking for that type of income know what an MLM is and know that that is not what they're looking for.
I want you to keep this in mind as I set the table as we go through today's call. So now, before we dive in, I want to remind you of a couple housekeeping things, okay? The replay will be available for 72 hours. After that, it'll be down and gone.
Or will it? If you are somebody who didn't get to watch the original opportunity call and you were thinking of potentially joining BODi, I'm glad you found this one instead, because now you get both sides. You get her side, and then you get the reality of what the situation is within MLM. So welcome, and I hope that you decide against joining BODi.
Don't do it! Don't do it!
So you have 72 hours to rewatch this or watch this if this is a recording. And since you are all here live, you're going to get something special that I will talk more about later. So, and then finally at the end, we'll do a live Q&A. I expect to be on this Zoom for about 30-ish minutes, but we'll stay on to answer your questions. So I'm here to serve you. I believe in what's possible for you. I want to make sure you leave here with clarity and a specific plan on what to do after our time together. That is the goal today. So I want to share my story before we even begin. That's me. Yes, I do like a good glass of wine. All right, I want to do an intro for you and who I am and why this matters. My name is Maggie Ulrich. I am a business partner with BODi, and I've been here for 7 years. I built full-time income within the first 4 years while at home with little kids. And when I say full-time income, I mean 6 figures. And my background is in education and teaching. I've never had any plans to leave the classroom and get into network marketing. I don't think anyone does. Then when I figured out what this all was, I kept hearing like, this is a scam, this is a pyramid scheme. And I don't think that's really said anymore, thank gosh. So here I am, a stay-at-home mom. I got started with BODi as a customer. I didn't know what it was. I knew that I was wanting to lose the weight after gaining about 15 pounds from taking antidepressants. I knew that I loved the gym, and I knew I didn't really eat healthy and was on this really crazy diet roller coaster, but I needed the community. I was a lonely stay-at-home mom working on myself better, like just not only physically, but I was wanting to work on myself better mentally too.
Okay, we've got a lot of things at play here. We've got multiple income claims. We've got multiple lifestyle claims. And she has not yet showed the income disclaimer, which is necessary. So that's a problem. She may show it later. I haven't watched this whole thing through yet. Also, this is where they start to play on the vulnerabilities of mental health and people who are struggling with their mental health. Like, I was on antidepressants and I gained weight and I found this community. Like, no. MLMs are not the answer exposure to your health problems, whether it be physical health or mental health. That is a problem because these people, the majority of them, are not trained. They are not physical therapists. They are not therapists in general. They are not physical trainers. They aren't nutritionists. They have no training.
Completely unqualified, yeah.
Literally anybody who is over the age of 18 in the United States of America and has a social security number can go and join these MLMs. They don't need any kind of training. So that's a major issue when you hear them start to talk about their mental health and losing weight and getting healthy. No, ma'am, no. And that's also where the community starts to come in, where they start to talk about the communities that you'll be a part of. But what they don't tell you is when you leave the MLM, the community does not come with you. They immediately forget about you in most cases and will basically shun you. So if you've ever seen like the Scientologists, I know this sounds extreme, but it's real. The Scientologists, the Mormon community, even the Amish community, when they start to shun and like banish people from their lives, that's what happens in a lot of MLM communities, and BODi is not to be excluded from that.
I felt isolated in a sense that I still couldn't find a mom that struggled with postpartum and depression and anxiety like me. I wanted to find my people. Back then, no one struggled on social media. My feed was full of babies and tutus, beautiful homes, and healthy marriages, right? And everyone was hashtag blessed. I felt stuck. So when I started this, I went all in. And it gave me a positive purpose. It gave me a reason to wake up every day. I still had no interest in working this business. My business partner at the time invited me to this opportunity 3 times.
Your business partner.
Hi, I'm Carl Deichler, CEO of Beachbody.
The first time was an immediate hard no. I didn't even think about it. I was like, oh my God, I'm like, this is really weird. I am not a salesperson. I didn't leave my job and a master's degree to sell shakes and workouts. I left my job to be a stay-at-home mom. I was so above this for so many reasons. I didn't even know. But then when I stood back and I watched my partner earning an income that allowed her to leave her corporate America job, while I was sitting on my couch doing nothing but scrolling my Facebook feed with, babies and tutus and hashtag blessed marriages, I was stressed about paying our mortgage. We were living paycheck to paycheck. So when I saw that post about her leaving her corporate America job, I was like, all right, that got my attention. After growing up in a very middle class life, I honestly just thought I had 2 choices: be a stay-at-home mom or go to work. There wasn't a middle ground. My mom stayed home until I was in 1st grade. Then she got a part-time job while I was in school. So in 4th grade, I became a latchkey kid. I don't know if you guys know what that is. I might be dating myself, but that's when you come home from school and you stay home by yourself until your parents get home from work. And looking back, I didn't want my kids to be a latchkey kid. I didn't want that for them. So
now we're getting into the mom guilt side. There is nothing wrong with those types of situations, okay? If your child is safe and well cared for, then you are doing what is right for you and your family. Full disclosure, if you're new here, I do stay home full time with my kids and I homeschool. This is a choice that I've made. Who knows? It could change in the future where I'm like, get these kids to school. We never know, right? I have also been in a position where I was working full time, a 9-to-5 job. The terror, I know. But I was working a 9-to-5 job and my child was in school and then had after school care as well. And that worked for us too. Everybody was happy, everybody was healthy, and our bills were being paid. If your necessities are covered and everybody's happy and healthy, then there is nothing wrong with that. And I hate that so many times on these MLM opportunity calls, they will stress the fact that, oh my God, I started in this MLM and I was able to leave my job and my kid no longer has to have daycare or after school care. There's nothing wrong with that ever. As long as your child is out of harm's way and being cared for, and again, you're doing what's best for you and your family, there's nothing wrong with that. Don't let MLM Huns that are at the top of the pyramid and got to quit their job that they'll eventually probably have to go back to tell you any different, because it's untrue, okay? I will also add that a top leader that I have reacted to in the past recently had to go back to a part-time job after BODi announced that their pay cuts were happening. So let's just keep that in the back of our minds.
This online business and network marketing, it's the opposite of all that. So when I started to dissect it, I started to become more open to it. I was never going to be able to teach and be home with my kids. I know nowadays there's a lot more people working from home, but I realized that was never going to be my reality. As a teacher, you need to be in the classroom every single day. When I first signed up and talked with my mentor about my goals, I told her that I would like to make my investment back and get my products covered each month. Because
I know I'm pausing a lot, but I have a lot to say today. It's been a little while since I recorded, okay? She's saying like, in order to be a teacher and make money, I had to be in the classroom. And that's so far from the truth nowadays. There are so many other things that people with a teaching background are doing on the interwebs and working from home. There are people who are creating curriculums for people like me who are homeschooling our children that are teachers, so they know what they're doing and they're outlining this whole thing. That is an option for teachers who want to have a side income or even work up to making enough money to stay at home. Another thing is things like ESL courses that you can offer to people overseas who are trying to learn English. There are resources like Etsy and Teachers Pay Teachers where I said teachers a lot there. Now the word sounds weird. Where they are creating, again, not so much curriculums, but different exercises that people can purchase or get for free, whether you want to offer freebies or not. And they're making money that way. It's not true that in order to work from home as a teacher, you have to be in the classroom anymore. That's an outdated statement. And for somebody who is in an MLM where they always preach the growth mindset, that's very not growth mindset.
because other than that, I'd be scraping to find money for it. I knew they worked. The programs, the products, I was here for it. Like I said, it literally got me out of bed every morning. It got me out of my anxious mind, helped me lose 15 pounds of the weight I gained. And that's where I started. Also, to add to this, my husband, Mike, was not on board with this right away. He was like me at first. Like, he thought this was a scam and didn't use the product. Like, he didn't understand how this all worked. But I got past that point. His big thing was, okay, you're already doing the workouts, you're using the products, you're following the nutritional programs. What is the cost to sign up? Then he asked, so I told him, I said, it's actually waived because as a customer, I already bought the base pack and that was necessary to waive the sign up fee. Then he asked, well, how much product do you have to hold? And I was like, none. Mike was like, wait, you're not doing this, you're not going to put us in any financial risk. I told him that I buy my products that I'm getting at a 20% discount. And he was like, all right, are there any fees? Like, he was asking all of those questions. I told him the monthly fee was $15.95 a month. With the discount, I still would be saving around $20-ish. So it's just so I said, I'm like, it's going to save us money. There are no contracts. There's no financial risk. Then Mike said, I don't know if I believe in this business. I know it won't cost you anything. If it makes you happy, I believe in you. But he did tell me, I'll give you 6 months to do this. I was like, you're on. So 8 years later, here I am. I proved him wrong. If you give me the opportunity to create my own health, I'm going to run with it. This business can really go both ways. If you don't show up, you won't get paid. But the beauty in this business and how long I've been doing it, I've been in it, so I know how much work and time it will take for you to have success, for you to reap the benefits. And we'll have that conversation. And I'll ask you, like, what is your goal? What income do you want to make? And based on that, I will share with you what to do to get to that level. If it takes, it'll take X amount of time and how that will, fit in your life. And if you come back and say, well, that's a little bit more time than I expected, then we'll lower expectations. Really, that's how it all works. This business can be really anything you want it to be. This isn't get rich quick. No one's making $1 million by next year, but this is where I started. So let's talk a little bit about this. Oh, this is my story. I forgot to go into these slides. So yeah, this was when everything was great, meaning people looked and being like, oh, she's got a master's degree in teaching. She's got healthy family, 2 beautiful kids, but I was not like that on the inside. And then I signed up for BODi. So this is just, I forgot to share this earlier. But let's go into the, I don't have social media following. And if you're already thinking like, oh, Maggie, that's great. You got a great story, but I have no social media following. I don't know, like, who does at first? Who does have social media following? I mean, I started with 207 Facebook friends. Instagram wasn't even around. My Facebook account was literally posting the highlight reels of my life. Over the past 7 years, I learned how to grow social media, and then I teach my team to do this too. So no one comes in with social media following.
So she's talking about how she didn't have a social media following in the beginning. Sure. Okay. That's cool. And nobody does. But also, we have to consider the time frame of when she started and where social media was when she started growing her following. This isn't talked about enough, I don't think. I'm not sure anybody has really ever brought this point up, but it's something that I have been kind of observing and thinking about every time I hear somebody saying, I grew my following from 0 to. But when was it? So was it right when Instagram was starting to get off the ground? TikTok wasn't around. You have to take those things into consideration, because when she was growing her business on Facebook and Instagram and wherever else she grew it at the time, these platforms were new. Just like when we saw the big boom with TikTok, they were new. So it was easier to get a following quicker. On Facebook and Instagram, it is very hard now to get a following like she's talking about compared to when she started to gain traction and get a following. So you can't really say if I can do it, then you can do it, because you started at a different point in terms of where social media was at that time, how much they were needing people on the platform to provide the content to get the followings, if that makes sense. So comparing that to somebody not having a following now and you being able to grow your following is so different now, because it is so much harder to grow a following on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, X, and even on TikTok now. It is so much harder.
That's what she said.
Because there's way more people on the platform, especially when we're talking about MLMs and people trying to get people to join shit and buy shit. It's not the same as it was before.
But you will learn how to start sharing and posting. And when you do, you're going to build up that confidence to share more. And you're going to stop having that thought, and you're going to stop thinking about what other people think about you. Imagine a life like that, right? My mentorship has a social media training. You'll learn how to add links to your stories, how to share your story, and much more. It truly comes down to you just going for it and staying consistent with it, because you know that if you want to have success or get results, you have to stay consistent with anything in life. And BODi is just a vehicle to help women reach their goals. That's it. Social media, in my opinion, is a very positive place. It really comes down to perspective. If it weren't for social media, I wouldn't be here today. You will simply be sharing what's inspired you to take that step. So I know it can be scary to put yourself out there, because as humans, we are worried what Sally from high school is thinking.
Who's Sally?
Or maybe the lady from church, whatever it is. And I was like that too. I remember still doing my very first social media post. I should find that picture. I was working it up in my head, but at the end of the day, I got connected with my why. Why am I doing this again? Why did I start this business? And my why, everyone's why is different, but my why was, for me, I wanted to be able to stay at home with my kids. Or I'd have to go back to the classroom, and that is worth getting over my fears to potentially build my dreams. So when I did my first post, I literally hit post and I ran away. I ran into the other room. I went back to that same post like an hour later, and I remember my heart was beating out of my chest. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm doing this. Why am I doing this? Okay, yeah, that's right. My kids, my family, my future, blah, 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 And I saw so many comments, so many likes, so many hearts, wow, this is so inspiring. I had no idea about this, Maggie. How can you help me? Then I realized I just worked it up in my head, and it wasn't as scary as I thought. But what I do want you to think about is, what if you change someone's life? What if your story, Your journey is the reason someone gets results. You can be that difference for them, and you could be that inspiration. How powerful is that? So the beauty of partnering with BODi is there isn't any other network marketing company like this.
They will literally all say that there's
No network marketing company like this. We are the only company like this. We're different.
and it's all bullshit.
We can literally help people solve their problems. This is health. This is fitness. This is wellness. This is a very personal problem that we get to solve for people, and we should never take that lightly. But it's an incredible way for you to make a huge impact in someone's life. This isn't shampoo. This isn't leggings or magical tea.
Definitely throwing shade.
This is truly changing someone's health and changing their relationship with their family. And it's pretty freaking incredible. We focus on that. How do we care for the person on the other side? So you might be saying, well, what about time? How much time will it take to build my business? Well, that's another question I get. It's the time commitment. How much time does it take to earn money? So let's talk about time and income progression. As I talk money, though, I want you to know that nothing is guaranteed in this business. If you don't show up, you aren't going to make money. Everything I say here, no income is guaranteed. So this is all your hard work, my hard work, and that's what the numbers I'm going to share with you are. So when I first started this business, I was a busy stay-at-home mom. My husband, Mike, traveled a lot for his job. I would say at least 2 weeks a month he was gone. So this is how I spent my time. I spent my days. I'd get up every morning before my kids got up. I would make my coffee and I'd work for about 2 hours. I would get a social media post done. And then back then it was like to have real success with your business, you had to post like 5 times a day. I can't believe I did that. Like, what the heck did I post about? But now we have stories, so it's a lot easier. And I really only post 1 time a day. Kids would get up and I would be a mom. Madeline went to school and Jack was in preschool. I want to say though, when I first started, Jack wasn't in preschool yet. I don't remember. But then when Jack was in school, I'd come home and do my workout because working on you is part of the job. That's what's great. That's a huge perk. During nap time, I'd check in with my clients. I'd answer questions, work on what we call power hours, which are proven activities that if done consistently, you will move your business forward. It was crucial. This is when we were working and expanding our network. I was connecting with other people. We were inviting women to join us and then creating content, also known as, social media posts. Then when the kids went to bed, I would work 1 hour each night. And I would think back to when I was teaching and I'd still be at the kitchen table grading papers and doing lesson plans. So I still would be working if I was teaching. Okay, so that is basically, I will tell you, if you tell me how much money you want to earn, I will tell you how many hours it's going to take for you to earn that. So let's talk about money. Let's talk about the income part. With me working like what I just told you, by the end of my first full year, I was making around $1,000 a month. So my goal each month was to find 5 new minimally 5 new partners or customers a month. The end of year 3, I had 2 working partners on my team. They were like, I love this. I want to earn money sharing it. So at the end of that year, they were leaders at the diamond level. And at that point, I was making around $1,000 a week. The next year, I met my 10-year teaching income. That's when I knew, okay, so wait a second. I don't need to go back to work. Like I can take that off the table. So if I continue this, maybe I'll exceed my teaching income. And then that happened by the end of that next year. So I had 5 leaders at the diamond level. So I went from 2 to 5-star. Mike was actually one of my 4. So I had really 4 leaders.
Surprise, surprise. That's also something else that you'll hear so often, especially in BODi, that they have their spouse or their mom join to help them rank up. And she just admitted it on an opportunity call. And it's so sad that, again, a lot of people who fall into these opportunity calls don't know exactly what they're looking for. And that is a red flag that you should be looking for.
Or one of my 5. So at that point, that's when my income really started to increase. I was making $1,500 a week. The next year, my team blew up. Probably one of my favorite years because we went to a baby team to an elite team. And our first year as a top 100 elite was really, really magical. And this was the year I really started to earn what we call our quarterly bonuses. I had 8 new diamond leaders on the team. So that meant I got the 2 bonuses per quarter. And those bonuses range from $8,000 to around $3,000 per quarter. I say this with a caveat that nothing is guaranteed. You know, BODi guarantees no level of success or income. How do we earn an income? So this is the time where I get to say that there's a 4th way to earn income now. Before there was only 3. At leadership, it was announced that we now have a 4th way of earning income, which is really, really exciting. So the first way is commission. Okay. If you are like, hey, I love the products, I want to post some links and make commission, awesome. You can do that. You sign up for the $15.95 business fee, get a 20% discount on your products, and you can post links and make a commission. We have been, my team and I, we've been talking about how you can earn $1,000 by Christmas. So if you sign up 5 partners per month with a total solution pack, which is basically the workouts and product, you will make $450. So in November and December, you can basically make an extra $1,000 for Christmas. And my goal for a lot of women I'm talking to is to make that money for them for Christmas. And that right there is just an example with basic commission. Okay. The second way is called team cycle bonus, which is based on your new partners creating volume and making sales. I will help you earn that right away under my mentorship. So as I help you see success and you help your partner see success, you will make this bonus. And when you sign up with our team, you get me and every single resource that we have. You get access to everything. So you'll be set up. Your new partners will have access to that too. So they'll be set up with success. You don't need to recreate any wheels. Your success is my success, and you're not alone running this business. So you have commission, team cycle bonuses is with your partners creating that volume, and then you make a bonus off of that. The third way is what those leadership quarterly bonuses that I mentioned. When you get a certain amount of leaders, you get those bonuses. So let's break this down. When I signed up in month 1, I started making commission in month 1. But I actually started earning the team cycle bonuses in month 1 as well. And I will teach you how to do that. Then those leadership quarterly bonuses started 3 years later. Again, it's helping you to create leaders within your organization. Now, this 4th way to earn income is brand new. This starts in January, which is why I want to get so many women started right now and get their businesses set up in the best way. I like to describe this 4th way as double dipping. It's very much like team cycle bonus, where your leaders sell something and you make a bonus off of that. But now when your leaders sell something, you have the whole other bonus structure, and it's just for your newest partners. Okay. So any new partner of mine in 2024 starts seeing success, I will get an additional bonus. And it's like another team cycle bonus.
Wait, is this a damn pyramid scheme?
So for you, you get started, you sign up a new partner, and your new partner signs up a new partner. You're going to get this bonus as well.
But it's not a pyramid scheme. It doesn't even resemble a pyramid scheme, right? Not even a little.
So really, this company is based on 1, commission, okay? Helping women feel confident in their lives and be their happiest and healthiest self. Then on the business side, it's really to develop leaders and help women earn income. I'm obsessed with both sides. I am more obsessed with, having women earn income, supplemental, substantial, whatever that looks like. So when you join the team, we have team calls, and yes, they are recorded. I mean, we have people from all over, different time zones, and people work. You don't have to be on them live. Also, as a brand new partner, you will have little chat groups. It's a new mentorship chat thread on Facebook or, the app. And I'm in there, and some of my other top partners are also in there. And all the new partners that signed up at the same time will be together. So you're like not just on an island by yourself. It's a place of energy, and it's a place you'll grow with the women in this group too. So this team has such a high history of success. We are almost 5-time elite, top 25. So what does that mean? We are the fastest growing team in the network right now. We started at 98, like, I don't know, 6 months ago, and we keep moving closer and closer to top 25. But that is not that's not me. That's not what I'm doing. It's based on my new partner's success. This company all aligns, and I don't see any success unless you do. So what does it cost to start this? Well, so if you already have been with BODi and purchased what you see there, like a total solution pack, it costs nothing to start. We can literally get you started right now. If not, you sign up with the exact same package anyone signs up with. You pay the same as a new customer pays. It's the full package. It's $219. And what does that get you? Well, it gets you a year of workouts and nutritional support. It also gets you 20 servings of Shakeology. So the new flavor, Snickerdoodle, which is now my favorite flavor, comes with it, or you can choose chocolate or vanilla. Also comes with 20 servings of Energize, which is my pre-workout. Like, I love this stuff. It comes with both of our nutrition plans. One comes with the containers and the other one comes with like the 2B Mindset tracker.
Is that Shakeology flavor Snickerdoodle or Shitterdoodle? That shit's disgusting. All of it. All of those Shakeology products are absolute garbage. They're so gross. Also, she's probably going to say this, but I see it on her slide and I have to address it now. It is like having an Amazon Prime or Costco membership. Once I pay the $15.95 a month, I'm still saving $20 a month on my product. Do you have the selection that Amazon or Costco has? Because last I checked, it was only the workouts, the supplements, and the shitology. It's not the same. Why are they thinking they can compare these things to the MLM? It's just not logical. It doesn't make sense. I could go on Amazon and get a protein shake and also mascara and also toilet paper and anything else that I could possibly think that I need from Amazon. On BODi, I can't do that. It's shitology or anything else they offer.
You literally have everything to have, to use, and to sell. But literally, as you start the workouts and nutrition and share your journey, that's what really sells. Energize is my lifeline. It's an all natural green tea because I'm old and I need the extra energy. So that is like what I share sometimes on, social media. It makes it really easy to talk about these products if you use them. And it's really just that simple. Okay, so it's $219. We do have a smaller package. It's brand new. It's $99 and it doesn't come with Energize. Instead of a full year of BODi, you get 1 month. And it comes with 20 servings of Shakeology, no containers, no tracker. You do have access to the nutrition programs, but not the tools. It's only 1 month and we'll renew the next month, but that's an amazing deal as well. And both of these waive your partner sign-up fee. So again, I mentioned your monthly fee to be a partner is $15.95 per month, saves you 20% on all your products, and you could cancel at any time. Again, going back when Mike wasn't on board with this, I'm going to need somebody. Okay, there we go. When Mike wasn't on board with this, when he didn't really believe in it, he was like, listen, $15.95 a month, you're saving money on your products. You can cancel at any time and don't hold any inventory. And I was like, But his big thing was, will it be a financial risk to us, to the family? And I was like, no. And he said, does it make you happy? Yes. So he said, okay. He said, go for it. So he's like, go be happy and stop being this depressed and anxious mom. I was such a different person. This business has brought me back to life. I get to do what I love every day. It's been the biggest blessing in my life. So why is it smart to partner with BODi? Well, most importantly, with this business, you're going to create more of what you want. Okay. You also want to when you partner with BODi, you're going to get amazing shape. And you are looking for a way to create real, consistent supplemental income for your family. When you partner with BODi, you are partnering with world-class super trainers and nutritionists. There's no certifications required.
Red flag right there. Where they say no certifications required, I feel like, sure, it sounds good in theory, but it's a red flag in any, or at least most situations. Like, you don't need a certification to help somebody with their health. That is a big problem.
You want mentorship, goal setting, and to be part of a top team. You work the business actively and grow a team using our mentorship and training system. And on top of the 20% commission, partners earn weekly teen cycle bonuses, the monthly group volume bonus, and the quarterly bonus. And you do earn trips, rewards, and recognition. Most importantly, though, with this business, you are going to create more of what you want. More income, more freedom. Whether you want to make a full-time income, maybe you just want to pay for your kids' private school. Maybe you don't necessarily want to quit your job, but that flexibility is why so many of us love this industry. I want you to know that I know this is possible for you because I've seen it time and time again with the women I partner with right here on this team. It's possible for you. Okay. So, and also you do earn all expenses paid trips that BODi they are just amazing. I've earned all of them every single year, and I've been able to bring Mike along with me. So you do get to bring a +1. This was something that I didn't think I could possibly do. But when you really start to get real with your goals, you learn how to take action. And when you start to take action, you get those results and you'll see the success. So, okay.
Another fun fact that they don't include in these opportunity calls when they're talking about the all expenses paid blah 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 bullshit is, first of all, it's only about 4-ish days if you're lucky. Also, it's not typically all expenses paid. There are some things that you will have to cover, and it is something that you have to claim on your taxes. So you have to pay taxes on said trip if you go on it, and it's not easy to earn these trips by any means. As much as she's making it sound like easy, breezy, beautiful free trips, they're not free.
This is the end of our time, and I'm going to open up to the Q&A. I will say that every single day that goes by is a missed opportunity for you to earn income and a healthy future for yourself and for your family. There's never been a better time to join the industry. I don't care what anyone says about the economy or saturation. People are looking for what we have to offer. It's also for you to feel excited again, feel connected, to feel joy, to feel purpose. And I'm going to give you an opportunity to do that. So it's October 24th. My enrollment for this mentorship will close at the end of this week. Starting today, if you sign up for the $219, you're going to get $20 off. So it'll be $199 and you'll get access to all of the things, right? And this will be a special to you till the end of the month. So let's get you started earning income for this Christmas and get you some breathing room when it seems like the cost of everything is just increasing. And I can't promise you $1 million by Christmas, but $1,000, $1,500 can be super helpful. And we have the path to get you there. So I think we have 3 spots left in this month's mentorship.
That's such bullshit. There's always spots. They just make it sound like there's not a lot of spots so more people jump in without actually researching and thinking about it. It's so annoying.
Deceitful.
Every resource that I talked about, and reach out to the person that invited you and let them know where you're at. And I really hope that you join us. So I want to know if there are any questions. Okay, it looks like there's no questions. So I'm going to end this call. Thank you so much for your time, for your energy, and for your ear during this past 40 minutes. I appreciate it. Thank you, everyone.
Well, we made it through. I hope that if you were thinking of joining BODi before watching this video, that you have changed your mind. And if not, then I'm doing something wrong. But as always, thanks for hanging out with me while I talk a bunch of shit, and I will see you in the next one.